I have spent a lot of time learning about AI, and in this video, I'm going to share the top AI power user secrets that you can implement immediately to become the AI god. I have just watched 30 top videos about AI workflows, automation, and Claude Code, so you don't have to. I'm going to share you everything that actually matters so you can start implementing this today. Token throughput is your new productivity metric. It's not about compute anymore, it's about how many tokens per hour you're actually generating. If your AI is sitting idle, you are the bottleneck. Number 2 is run parallel AI sessions. Open multiple Claude Code windows on different tasks. While one long task runs, start another. Never wait idle for AI to crunch through the thing. Work on at least 2 things in parallel. Number 3 is queue work before you sleep. Before you stop for the day, fill overnight queues. You should wake up to finished output. Your AI works while you rest. Next, it's all about planning. Number 4, always use plan mode. Shift plus tab twice in Claude Code CLI. Claude explores your codebase, asks clarifying questions, and surfaces assumptions. Before a single line of code is written, catching a wrong assumption in the plan equals 30 seconds, but after implementation, 30 minutes. I'm always using plan mode. You can also say, make this multi-phase. For any large task, say this before approving the plan. Then Claude breaks it into discrete executable phases, rather than having this huge plan that you have to read and then think about implementing, but then it could have some second-order consequences. And then you can use Ultra Plan mode. Type Ultra Plan in the CLI. It offloads planning to Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.6 plus 3 parallel exploration agents plus 1 critique agent. This is the mega planning capability of Claude, but this is still in preview mode, but soon this will be rolled out to all users. Build skills once, use forever. Install the skill creator skill first. So npx skills add Anthropic's Claude Code skills. Then you select skill creator and install it globally. This is Anthropic's official skill for building skills. It builds everything else, the skill creator. Then number 8 is do once build a skill pattern. After any successful workflow with Claude, say, this was perfect. Create a skill that encodes exactly what we just did. And then it will create that skill for you, which you can then use repeatedly. I have noticed that on Corey Haines' channel, you can build this whole pack of marketing skills. For example, page CRO, email sequence, SEO audit, social content, copywriting. You can develop a slew of these skills that you can implement in your daily workflows. For example, I have one that checks my email and creates drafts automatically within my Gmail. Next, self-improving prompts. You can use auto research and run 50 different variations overnight, an agent loop that runs your prompt and evaluates output against binary criteria, mutates toward winners, and repeats until quality plateaus. Your competitors manually tweak one prompt, but you can run 50 variations while you sleep, and then you wake up to this perfect prompt that gave you the exact results that you wanted. This is a complete game changer. Next, we have binary evals only, so no rating scales. You don't use something like rate this from 1 to 5. 10 outputs per iteration. You have 4 criteria, and then you just give it a score out of 40. Keep it binary. The metric must be a number. Auto research only works if you have an objective metric. Pass, fail test, reply rate, classification accuracy, lighthouse score, something like that. Something that can be measured automatically. So a full optimization costs around $10, but then you get perfect outputs every single time. Next, 4 MCP servers worth installing. Number 13, we have Google Workspace CLI, so you can manage all of Google Workspace via one command. So full Gmail, Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, and Calendar access via Bash. and you have something like 100 plus pre-built skill recipes. Claude can triage your email, create formatted docs, and work your calendar. No complex configuration required. Next, we have Context 7. So this is a live library documentation in context. It eliminates hallucinations on new APIs. You can install it once and just forget about it. Number 3, Apify. This is a social media scraper at scale. It costs $29 per month, but then LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, you can scrape all of the data, select which scrapers to enable, and then do audience research, competitor analysis, and lead enrichment. Next, we have Gemini Embedding 2 plus Pinecone for creating a multi-modal RAG, retrieval augmented generation. The first embedding model that handles text, images, video, and audio in one vector space. So then you can build a searchable archive of your transcripts, blog posts, or production assets in under 30 minutes. I think this is powerful. Next, we can talk about workflow patterns that actually ship things. Number 17 is PRD Scope MD, and then implement small and then commit. First, you talk through the idea, save it as Scope MD, say implement only step 1, then you commit, and then you repeat. Never say build the whole thing. This comes back to incremental building instead of building the whole thing at once. Small steps catch wrong assumptions before they compound. I think this is excellent advice for any Claude Code session. Then 18, the LLM/folder get ignored. So you drop PRDs, doc snippets, and research dumps here. Claude reads everything in your project directory, so then you have rich context without polluting the repo. And number 19, voice prompting beats typed prompts. For sure, this I would say 100%. You can use something like Whisperflow or Voice Ink. I actually have a full video about Voice Ink here on my channel. You can create in just a couple of minutes, you can just talk to your AI and you can really say it like 1,000 words of dictation instead of just trying to type it until your wrists start to hurt. And then number 20, a GitHub issue as your context handoff. When you are approaching context mid-project, you can say, make a GitHub issue with the current plan, including all checked off items. And then in the new session, you say, get issue number 47 and start phase 3. So then the model resumes code with full context. I think this is extremely powerful if you are running out of context. Next, we have 4 tools worth switching to right now. Secret number 21, this is UV replace pip today. You can just use this command. It creates UV log with exact versions of all dependencies logged. Your scripts become reproducible on any machine, any CI/CD pipeline, any VPS. No more works on my machine, especially if you want to migrate your stuff to another computer. Number 22, Google Flow VO, best for accessible video generation. You can sign up for free, get credits, set up a Gemini gem with the official VO prompting guide as its knowledge file, describe your scene, generate thumbnail animations and visual explainers. Quality is noticeably better than every alternative right now. An even better approach would be to connect to Google AI Studio, create your API token over there, and then you can generate all of this via your Claude Code command line interface. Next, we have Notebook LM, strategy build from your own data. You can upload your analytics, strategy docs, and market research. Ask which topics are underserved to my audience. I'm using Notebook LM every day to create audio overviews from deep research, create slides, mind maps, and things to help me understand the world of AI and digital marketing. Number 24, you have Claude Remote Control. Now you can just type remote control in your active CLI session on your laptop and then open the Claude app on your phone, and then you can resume mid-session, answer questions, check status from anywhere. You don't need a VPN, and Anthropic handles the connection. But you first have to enable this remote control on your laptop first, and only then you can continue on your phone. Then we have the strategic principles nobody talks about. Number 25, the arrange it once and hit go test. So for every pipeline you build, ask, can it run completely without me after setup? If not, a human step truly necessary or just something you haven't automated yet? Most of the time, it's the latter. I think this is a really great way to think about it. Number 26 is treat Claude like a junior dev with attention deficit disorder. Fast capable needs tight context and specific tasks. Confidently wrong when given ambiguous instructions. Give it exact file paths, not the code base. When it's stuck on an error, paste the raw error, fix it. Then switch models for a fresh perspective when it starts to loop. Number 27, compound engineering with Claude MD. So every correction, every confirmed pattern added to Claude MD. By project 10, Claude knows your code base better than a new hire. By project 50, it's a seasoned collaborator. It compounds. Of course, you don't want to overload your Claude MD file. You don't want it to be too heavy, but all of the patterns that you see along the way, you can drop them in there and your sessions will become more productive. Then number 28, the jaggedness of AI. AI is superhuman on verifiable tasks, code, math, structured output, but it struggles on soft tasks, nuance, judgment, taste. Knowing exactly where that cliff is saves hours of frustrations every week. So use it where it's superhuman instead of trying to use it for everything. Okay, two more. Number 29, the 90% sure or ask modifier. Add this to every complex prompt. If you're not 90% sure how to proceed at any step, stop and ask me a clarifying question. One sentence. This eliminates most confident wrong direction failures before they start. And number 30, run 10x more experiments than your competitors. Basically, at a 12.5% success rate, 4,600 experiments per year versus your competitors' 50. And you find 575 winning changes. They find only 6. That's not incremental improvement, that's a fundamentally different game. The compounding effect from experiment 100 is something manual tweaking can never reach. So this is about that auto research. So you can run way more experiments while you sleep, while your competitor is staring at a single Claude Code session and waiting for the output. These 30 secrets compound. The more you apply, the faster everything moves. You can start from anywhere. Just grab these ideas, go run with them. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you want more content like this, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'm going to see you in the next one.